Hello everyone and welcome to another Second Empire Production Diary, episode 10. I can't believe I've done 10 of these things. Um, First off, I just want to ask, I know I keep making these, but are you guys actually interested in watching them? Because I don't really get many comments or views on them, but I guess it's kind of a way of keeping track of what's happening with Second Empire, rather than me just talking to the camera. Um, so yeah, if you want me to keep making them, I'll probably still make them anyway. But alright, so today, you can probably tell by the title of this, we're working on the Scene 49, Shot 16, which is part of Yttral's speech when Xenol's asking him about the transmat. And this is where the section of the scene that takes place inside his lab. And I've got the whole scene open here. It starts in the new throne room where we get to see the Evil of the Daleks style Emperor, which is very, very cool. I love that model. It's awesome. I'm not really a fan of this version of the Emperor, although I understand why it exists, because obviously staying that would be suicidal. But yeah, I kind of miss his old Mark 6 travel machine. Anyway, I'm gonna get as much done in an hour as possible. So the first panel we need to work on is this one, outside the office. So you know the routine by now. Let's just give a quick look around this room. Got some pretty interesting stuff. So we've got actually let's start from here. So we've got some kind of it says it's called a gadget. Looks like a type of weapon. Some of this stuff is things that Yttral has either made or gathered from his various travels. Then you got the designs for the Mark 6 travel machine. So that's the difference between Second Empire Daleks and Doctor Who series Daleks. The Doctor Who series Daleks call them casings because they are, but they're survival machines. I personally prefer the term casing, but I use travel machine, because it's canon in this. And you got this interesting thing, which is it's a hypernerbs. Ooh. I actually don't know what this is, but it looks like another version of a Dalek mutant. More like classic series. And then we have a Star Trek communicator and tricorder, one of from the original series. A load of data slates, some kind of sculpture. That is a Tau weapon from Warhammer, I believe. Yeah. Got a wrench, a piece of a Dalek, some data slates, his various eye stalks, more wrenches, some stuff, data slates. I love that. For those of you who haven't seen the classic Dalek movies, there are two of them. There's Doctor Who and the Daleks, which is a movie version of the first Dalek story, the Daleks, starring Peter Cushing as the Doctor, and it's in colour. And this is one of the sensors that sits outside the Dalek city, which is very, very cool. Got some other bits and bobs on the table. He's starting to make his... Let's go, what's that? It's a gadget. Okay, he got his chalkboard. His super special spike rate, which should actually be closed. Don't want people looking in there. You got his test dummies, and that's about it. Now I'm going to be adding a couple of things to this scene which relate to a possible story that is going to be happening during this. Sorry, before Second Empire. I know I'm thinking thinking ahead here. But yeah, there's going to be a few bits and bobs added to this. Now, again, this is my first time looking outside. But, okay, so there's no... I'm going to have to open up a separate file. So if I look on the scene file, I need to open up scene 49 shot 11. I should have really checked this before I started recording. 49 shot 11. And the reason these keep going to black and white images is because they were loaded from an older version of Cinema 4D. So this place will do. Hang on, let me just close that now. No. And then reopen Cinema 11 and rename this as 16. Yes, we want to replace it. Got to okay, so I do the usual and take it to my other screen. Okay, so actually so yttral enters first. So I can't remember. Okay, so we haven't seen them for 4 shots, so it's not going to look odd if yttral is actually going into the room. It's not that bit. Getting into the part of the comic now that's going to be interesting in terms of animation. It's not just Daleks walking around, it's Daleks actually doing a lot of fighting. I haven't really done a battle since... Well, the first ground battle was in episode 3, and then I did the space battles in episode 4 and 5. That took a long time. Okay. Xenol is behind. Xenol is too big. I also need to add Xenol's voice. Who is speaking here?
That is what.
Okay. Let's see. Episode 10. No, that's wrong. I thought that was a... whatchamacallit? Sound file. Xenol. Emperor. Teleporting insects is one thing, but has the system been tested on a Dalek? There you go.
Reporting insect thing.
Xeno, why is your voice coming out to be dropped? Because I didn't change the lights yet, that's why. Wait a minute. What? That doesn't seem right.
Teleport is one thing. The system be on a Dalek.
So far, this is going to be a quick shot. Okay, let's do the animation. Yttral. Oh. What? What? Oh, I didn't know you could do that. That's cool. You can actually. Okay, that's cool. Right. Right. So start there, and we'll make you take 4 seconds to go through the door. Is that too quick?
Telexing, but has the insects is one. Teleporting in. Teleporting insects is one thing, but has the system been tested? Teleporting insect thing, but system been tested on a Dalek. Teleporting insects is one thing, but has the system tested on a.
Okay. So that's that pretty much done. I need to add a couple of things. I mean, this is. No, there's the right size. Okay. Where are you? There you are.
Teleporting insect thing, but has.
And then I need to add those 3 brown Daleks. Is that literally what I've called them? No, it will be something else. So Dalek types. Dalek. Dalek 11. I haven't opened this file since I had version 10. That's like 3 versions ago. Cinema 4D updates quite frequently, actually. Just after you've bought and got used to one version, another version comes out with the all new. The all new animation system that will revolutionize animation software. No, it won't. Because you'll say the exact same thing about the next one, and the one after that, and the one after that. Yes, I know it sounds cynical, but it's true. It's like people say, this is the best film ever, then the next film comes out. Now these 3 Daleks, what they're going to do is they're going to steal this other Dalek's lunch money. Get out of our way, scientist. Ain't not got time for your stuff. Okay, so I'm going to render that shot and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm happy to report that that shot actually works. Looks quite good. Might need to adjust those two. Might make him move over there, but that's something I can do very quickly before I render it. Okay, so we can... No, I don't want to save. So you already saved. We can move on to shot 17, which is, again, a simple one. It's just them moving into the lab and yttral responding to Xenol's question. So I've already got them in the scene. Is Xenol huge? No, he's not. Is that big? Oh, never mind. What are they doing over there? Okay, so yttral needs to be here. No. Come on. Let's do this properly. Let's get the camera set up right first. That is going to be so helpful now. Oh, it stays on models as well. That's even better. If you don't know what I'm on about, if you look at the model when you select it, you've got the move tool, the scale, and the rotation. So if this is on, you can either use these arrows to drag it whichever way you want, or you can, with the model selected, providing you don't select on another model itself, you can click anywhere in the scene and drag it, or you can enable or disable them. So if I try and drag it, it's only going to go up and down. Now what I've just found out is that you can do the same with rotation. Before, I'd have to go into another view to select the right rotation, which is excellent. I just thought I'd explain that. So we need to first adjust the scene's settings. No, we don't. But we need to adjust the project settings. Yes, we do. Maximum time 500. Let us add a sound effector. 50, give yttral time to turn around. These sound effectors also have been a godsend, because if I hadn't got them or access to something like them, I would have to have done the sound manually, which would literally, I would have had two options. And you can hear someone's phone in the background. Lovely, professional. Certainly, there we go. Basically, the way I would have to do it is, so yttral starts speaking, so I take a frame or two before he starts speaking and animates his ear brightness to go up to full in a blink of an eye, faster even. Or I could go into the sound file. You actually import it into the model, and you look at the waveform and you discover where each of the voice. It's like, let's do the line. Certainly, Science Dalek Lambach has volunteered to do the test the system and has been teleported 6 times without ill effect. You take that file. Certainly, that's 3 light flashes. So, sir is an up and down. Tain is another up and down. So you have to find the middle of Tain, the middle of sir, and the middle of Lee. It's very, I mean, I obey is 3. Exterminate is 4. Or extermin, hold 8. That's the way I used to do it before I actually started animating Second Empire. My early, I think it was my very first Dalek video, which was Death to the Daleks. That was animated like that. It took ages, but I did it, and I've got a feeling that's what's going to slow me down when I come to animate people, because then you've got to do the same. The automatic voice detection to be used in lip syncing is horrible. I've seen it done in some people use it in Source Filmmaker. I was going to be doing an animation with a Dalek versus a pony, because I know some of you guys don't like ponies, but I find the whole, because this pony could fly. I had 2 choices. One, it could either fly or they could have magic. If you can have both, but that becomes a different type of character, and I don't want to go into that. But the program is so bad. I can't use Source Filmmaker, so I'm going to try and do it in here. Anyway, digressing. Probably extended this diary's doodah no end. Doodah. It's a technical term for wasting time. But you all love my ramblings, don't you? Okay, this has changed. Monograph selection. No, that's because I got the wrong thing, didn't I? Yeah, sample effector. There we go. Object effector. New node. Calculation range mapper. Output upper 100. Connect strength to input. Get yttral. Get his ears. People don't like calling them ears, but they're ears. They don't hear with them, but they look like ears. But that subject is neither ear nor there. Huh. Okay. And idiot, you need to put the sound on.
Certainly.
Certainly.
Just the being teleports without effect.
Okay, so Oh, something I need to do for continuity is add those 3 Daleks walking past. Walking? The heck around. Moving past. Daleks don't walk.
Yttral effect.
Mm-hmm.
Xenol.
Don't want Xenol to be hugging yttral.
Lock. Volunteer the system. Hello port. Science. Certainly. Science Dalek Lock.
Congratulations! Episode... what's it is now on YouTube? Yeah, so if you're watching episode 10, episode 9 has just gone up on... of the diaries have just gone up on YouTube.
Dalek contain the system has been testing ill. Effect. Science test has will effect. Reported.
.29.
Science Dalek Longbach teleported south.
Okay.
Science Dunley. Science Dalek Long. Certain to note.
Where is it? 16?
Volunteer. Certainly.
Okay, that works. That's cool. Right. Same as before, I'll show you the shot when it's rendered. Okay, made a few changes to this scene because I've already rendered it once or twice. I slowed those guys down so you can barely see them now, but they are there because they were basically flying past. Big difference between their speed and the previous take. I might... Actually, yeah, I didn't really notice that before. Yeah, because if you look in the next shot, and he's got to turn back, but I might keep him looking at Xenol and then turn back in the next shot. Unfortunately, I don't have any time to do any more animation today because I've got other things I need to do. So I will animate again when I've got time, and I will see you guys in the next diary. Thank you very much for watching.